You know the watches, now here are the nicknames. Here's a closer look at 5 popular Rolex nicknames. Up first, we have the Hulk. This applies to the Rolex Submariner reference 116610LV, which is the green bezel version of the Submariner with the matching green dial. Why it got the Hulk nickname is because it had a maxi case, which was introduced on this generation, and it was green. A big green version of something, obviously the Hulk. Makes perfect sense. Up next, we have the Rolex Bubbleback. Now, this only applies to vintage models, specifically early self-winding versions, and the nickname comes from the curved case back that's fitted to them. This shape was needed to house their early self-winding movements and the rotors that accompanied them, but because of the rounded shape, you get the Bubbleback nickname. Also makes a lot of sense if you ask me. Now here's where things start to not make sense as far as Rolex nicknames. We have the Steve McQueen for the first version of the Explorer 2 reference 1655. Now, Steve McQueen wore a Submariner. He never actually wore an Explorer 2, and legend says that he was pictured in an ad for this watch at the time, although we haven't actually been able to find any photos of that ad that have been surviving, so a more likely name was that it was just chosen as a cool name for a cool guy to apply to a watch that wasn't popular at the time. Now this Steve McQueen Explorer 2 is incredibly popular, so it doesn't need any help from the king of cool, but the Steve McQueen nickname has stuck. Now, possibly even less logical than the Steve McQueen nickname is the Bruce Wayne nickname for the current production reference 126710GRNR, aka the black and gray GMT Master 2. Now, this can go by 2 nicknames. I've heard the Zombie because it's kind of a